Welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. We all have them, those damn healthy ass people in our family who have taken the road of no meat. We're talking about vegans, but like a good host, I thought about them for the holidays. Should we create a special menu for those loved ones, family members, and friends? We talked to a vegan expert about that meal and see what it would look like. And joining us here on The Factor Uncensored is Cartier, the vegan black guy. Glad to see you back here on The Factor Uncensored.
Yes, indeed. It's great to be back. How are you?
Good to have you. Now, it's the holiday, and that means you got to go to Big Mama's house or somebody's Big Mama's house, and they're going to have all that turkey and all that chicken and ham. All these carnivores are going to be everywhere. So what is a good, healthy vegan to do in a situation like this during the holidays, Cartier?
Yes, indeed. Good question. So, I mean, during the holidays, as you said, it's a lot of this and that and the fried chicken and even the green vegetables have meat in them, right? So
Bacon.
Exactly, right? So there are many vegan alternatives. One of my absolute favorites is a holiday roast, and it's actually by Field Roast. I believe it's like a rosemary cranberry. That one is really good. You can also, I love to make vegan mac and cheese. I'll use like 3 different kinds of cheeses. So I'll use like a shredded Daya vegan cheese, a shredded Daya mozzarella cheese. And they also do like a really good, I believe it's like a multi-blend herb cheese that I'll do. Kind of mix those things up, bake them, season them, garlic, onion powder, things like that. And then, it's all about how you season things, you know what I mean? Because like a common theme that a lot of vegans use is like, we don't necessarily like meat. We like what the meat is seasoned with, right? So you're not just going to cook and eat a hunk of meat. So even things like rosemary and sage and things like that for the dressing or stuffing, as many of us know it. I'll do that with quinoa and kind of bake that down to texture. And like I say, it has a similar texture to dressing and you pretty much get the same taste.
And you know what? You made an important point that I never thought about, where you said it's not always about the meat, it's how the meat or that particular food is well seasoned.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
And that makes a difference.
It really does. And that's what I think that's a common misconception with a lot of vegans is that we're eating this bland food and just a few leaves on a plate, right? But, it's all in how you season things. So some staples of mine are, I'll do some pink Himalayan sea salt, garlic powder, onion powder. And if you season things naturally, with just onions, mushrooms, things of that nature. I also love smoked paprika. And there are other, kind of cultural seasonings. I love some Indian spices, African seasonings, things like that, man. You can really, really give your food some kick.
Now, there's also that psychological aspect of being a vegan in a house full of meat eaters.
Yes.
When you come in and you say, well, I don't eat meat, you're going to get a lot of rolled eyes, especially during the holidays. How do you prepare yourself to deal with that?
Well, great question. So the way I like to prepare myself to be around, other family members as a vegan during the holidays, man, is sometimes you just eat early. That's a quick and simple way. You eat your vegan Thanksgiving before you go join the family, and then you're good and full, and now you're just there for the social aspect of things. But also something I like to start doing more of is just kind of introducing my family to a few little dishes at a time. You don't have to make a whole vegan plate, but hey, try some vegan mac and cheese on the side, or try this kind of turkey or meat alternative, on your plate of other things, and just kind of see how you like it, like kind of yams and sweet potatoes, things like that. We can do those things with a little agave and not the sugar, so there are definitely some alternatives.
And of course, there's a role for those who don't eat meat, those who may be vegan, for them to play, because you and I both know there's some vegans who'll come in and they're kind of snob. It's like, oh my God, how could you eat that meat? That is disgusting. And then they get into a whole speech.
Yes, right. So I'd say, refrain from the political aspect of veganism and things like that, at the table when you're around family. Like, we understand, to each their own. Various reasons why people go vegan. I'm personally vegan for health. Love animals, but I'm not going to get on a soapbox and preach to my family about, why not to eat meat. But kind of let's keep it non-political. Keep your opinions to yourself, and hey, just be that example, be that change by bringing an alternative for your family to try.